What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Keazy Reelz. My name is Keazy, your host, coming in. I want to talk about Doug Peterson today. So Doug Peterson was let go from the Eagles this week, and there was a lot of controversy surrounding it. So I'll start with kind of three things that I took away from it. Um, Number one, how the league looks at it about a coach being fired or let go 3 seasons after they won a Super Bowl. Number two, what are the Eagles going to do moving forward with the coaching search? And number three, Carson Wentz and Jalen Hurts. So I'll start with, the whole letting go or firing of Doug Peterson. So rarely do you see a Super Bowl winning coach get fired or, let go the way he was um, this week. So I kind of think of like, and I think the league looks at it a little bit differently. They're looking at a coach that was a winner, being let go, and coaches are probably potential coaches are probably looking at it like, well, why would I want to go there if I'm winning and you're going to get let go anyway. Another thing is I do believe that the structure that the Eagles are working with Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie, from what reports say, it looked like Doug Peterson was kind of tired of just being told what to do, and he's sort of a yes man. So if the Eagles are looking for a yes man, what kind of coach really will want to go to a team that wants a yes man? Um, so I do think that the coaching search is a little weird. What they're doing now, I mean, they're interviewing, defensive coaches. Where they interview defensive coaches, and offensive coaches. I kind of think you should lean more towards offensive, and I'll tell you why, because of the Jalen Hurts and Carson Wentz situation, if you might say. So you want to bring somebody in here, number one, that is a bright mind offensively, that can groom Jalen Hurts better, and that can fix Carson Wentz, whatever side you're on, that they move forward with. And you don't want to have somebody that's buried in a play chart. I think that's kind of what happened with Doug. I think Doug got kind of buried into the play chart and calling plays and things like that. That he kind of lost touch of the game, of being a coach. I do think he was a great leader of men. Um, People rallied behind him. They wanted to play for him, but towards the end, I think Doug might have just been just tired and just didn't really care about it anymore. Um, and I think that's kind of what happened led to his demise. But I mean, quote unquote interview Deuce Staley. I think today. I think he's going to do that. Um, Ty Bowles. I haven't heard Eric Bieniemy's name at all. That's kind of weird since he's the one of the hottest coaches that are out there, but I don't even think he's being interviewed. So I don't know if he's getting passed over or people look at him differently because of the coaching tree of Andy Reid. But I mean, the Eagles have been linked to Mike Kafka, uh, Joe Brady. I believe I think Joe Brady already said he's going to take a head coaching job. I don't know if it's with who, but they're already looking. Carolina's already looking for an office coordinator. So uh, that's kind of, I don't know if that means that he's coming to the Eagles or to another team. I'm really not sure how that's going to work out. But I like Joe Brady. I think he's young. If you're looking kind of like for whoever the next Sean McVay is, he might be that person. He was on a very high powered, oversaw high powered LSU team that won the national championship. I think he brings a lot of credentials. I like him. I don't. The youngness doesn't scare me. If they're going with a youth movement, I think why not bring somebody in that can you can grow with. And number two, Brian Dobble, the offense coordinator for the Bills, like what he did with Josh Allen. I'm not going to say he took all the credit for Josh Allen, but Josh Allen put in the work. Um, and Buffalo's offense looked really, really good. It didn't look stagnant. It looked like they had some some great plays that they ran. I mean, Cole Beasley got open, little curls, things like that, little outs. I think Cole Beasley is a pretty good player that's very slept on. But the personnel moves they did were good. That only helped Josh Allen. So I'll be fine with that. Um, I mean, I guess who's really going to take the job if they're going to be a yes man? Howie and Jeffrey Lurie kind of running the shots and having a lot of input. With coach, a coach will want to come in and kind of run their own ship and want to do what they want to do. Will anybody want to actually be a yes person for the job? So that's another thing. I know we heard Kellen Moore, rumors about him. I think he's actually pretty good, but I don't think Dallas would let him go. I don't even think Dallas is really sold on Mike McCarthy, but they might be sold on Kellen Moore, so he might be the coach, moving forward. So we don't know how that's going to work out. But in this division, we got to start to right the ship. We got to start to do things a lot more different. I do think that this doesn't look like a desirable job for coaches to come in. It really doesn't. So I guess I don't know how we're going to move forward with just having this coaching search. It just kind of looks unorganized to me. Matter of fact, so I don't know. We got a lot of stuff to do. The coach is going to have a problem coming in, moving forward. They're going to have to choose Hurts or Carson Wentz, and whoever is there, whoever he chooses, he's going to have to, to right the ship with them. He'll be tied with them for the rest of his tenure here at the for the Eagles, or whoever they hire. I really think that this is a real crazy situation. Not spur of the moment. I kind of, told my friends that I think Doug was going to either leave or get fired, and that did happen. It just didn't seem like he was interested anymore. I think a lot of people were talking to him, in his ear, telling him what to do. And, as a man, like, you kind of don't want that. You kind of want to do things. If I'm the head coach, let me be a head coach. Don't let me be a puppet. And I'm praying that that's not what happens with the next coach, because we could probably end up getting, the same thing we got with Doug, and the coach being burnt out and just don't want to listen, or maybe they just don't even want to interview. Brian Daboll's name hasn't even been tied to the Eagles. I don't know if that's because Sean McDermott kind of warned him about the Eagles organization, or is he still bitter for that 1 year that he was the defense coordinator and got fired, and then turns around and becomes a great coach? That kind of had a lot to do with it. Maybe it's a more desirable job. I'm really not hearing Eric Bieniemy tied to anybody, which is weird when he's the offense coordinator to best team of football. Regardless of how that was, I mean, that's literally how Doug got his name, even though he didn't really call plays, but it's more a part of the design. I don't know if they're afraid of the Andy Reid coaching tree. There was rumors out there that said they were. So, I mean, it's neither here or there. I mean, Doug, I think he's going to be interviewing for the offense coordinator job for the Seahawks that was just vacated. So hopefully he gets that, or he gets like a coaching look, as I want him to succeed, moving forward. But it's a lot of moving parts going on around the NFL, and I just kind of just think the Eagles are at a standstill and at a crossroads really here. You got to kind of tear it down and build it back up. But, whoever the coach is has to have a good relationship with Wentz if they move forward with Wentz, because we see if you don't have a good relationship with Wentz, it might get you fired. Same thing with Hurts. I think he's coachable, and you either got to fix Wentz or you got to, build up Hurts and, get him more talent and things like that. So whatever you do, whatever the coach that we do bring in has to solve that immediately. You can't go into the season with that cloud still hanging over your head. So we'll see how this turns out. I mean, thank y'all for tuning in this week. More content will be on the way, and as always, I keeps it real. This is for the people. No hidden agendas. Talk to y'all soon on the next Reels. See y'all. Peace.